Today I want to talk about how customers remember the gaps between the work. And as a business owner, you know that you want your customer experience to be memorable. But what part of your customer experience do people remember the most? You might assume it's the final product. And of course, the result matters. But some customers also remember everything that happens between the sale and the results. They remember how long it took for you to respond, for instance. They remember whether they understood what would happen next. They remember whether they had to chase you for an update. They remember how you handled the moment something went wrong. Those gaps between the major milestones often determine whether the entire experience feels professional or disorganized. Imagine two businesses, for instance, that deliver the exact same quality of work. The exact same quality of work. Business number one accepts a deposit, disappears for 2 weeks, and eventually returns with the completed project. But business number two accepts the deposit and immediately sends a short message explaining when the work will begin, what the customer needs to provide, when the next update will arrive, who to contact with questions. The result may be identical, right? But the experience certainly isn't. The second business reduces uncertainty, significantly so for a lot of people. And reducing uncertainty is one of the most valuable things that you can do for a customer or client. Customers don't always need constant communication. They need predictable communication. There's a difference. A simple customer experience map can help. So why not make one? Write down every major stage that you have, right? The initial inquiry, for instance, the first conversation, the proposal, the payment, the onboarding, the active work, and the final delivery. The follow-up after the final delivery. Then look at the gaps between those stages. Look, what does the customer know? What are they waiting for? What questions are likely forming in their mind? Where could they hope to begin to feel forgotten? And on the flip side, for your workers and yourself, where did you find room for improvement in terms of knowing yourself what needs to happen next? How easily did you get the information that you needed in order to complete the project? Those are the moments where a simple message can make an enormous difference. For instance, we received your information, your project is scheduled to begin Monday, yada, yada, yada. None of these messages are complicated, but together they make the customer feel that the process is being managed. And listen, you don't need to let your customers or make your customers learn your internal system. Your customers should not have to understand which department owns the task, which software you used, or who forgot to update the record. From their perspective, they hired one business. Your internal complexity is yours to manage. And when something does go wrong, communicate before the customer discovers it on their own. Bad news rarely improves with age. The delay explained early can feel manageable, right? But a delay discovered after a missed deadline feels careless. It makes you feel pretty angry. So guys, boils down to this. Great customer experience is not about pretending everything will always go perfectly. People may forget many of the technical details of what you did, but they will remember whether working with you felt easy or exhausting. That memory becomes your reputation.